So, good morning, everyone. I am going to present about language processor. Language processor is a special translator system used to turn a program written in a assembly or high-level language into machine code. There are three types of language processor: assembler, interpreter, compiler. So programming language. A programming language is a formal language which comprises a set of instructions that produce various kinds of output. It is used in computer programming to implement algorithms. Types of programming languages. There are two types of programming languages which can be categorized into the following ways: high-level language and low-level language. Low-level language. This language is the most understandable language used by computer to perform its operations. It can be further categorized into machine language, assembly language. Machine language. Machine language consists of strings of binary numbers, that is zeros and ones. It is the only one language the processor directly understands. Execution speed is very fast and primary memory is efficiently used. Advantages. It is directly understood by the processor. The programs written in this language need not be translated. It does not need larger memory. Disadvantages. It is very difficult to program since all the instructions are to be represented by zeros and ones. Use of this language makes programming time consuming. So it is difficult to find errors and to debug. It can be used by experts only. Assembly language. This language uses mnemonic codes, that is symbolic operation code like add for addition in place of zeros and ones. The program is converted into machine code by assembler. The resulting program is referred to as an object code. Advantages. It makes programming easier than machine language since it uses mnemonic codes for programming. So example, add for addition, SUB for subtraction, DIB for division, etc. So it makes programming process faster. Errors can be identified much easy compared to machine language. It is easier to debug than machine language. Disadvantages. Programs written in this language are not directly understandable by computer. So translator should be used. Being machine-dependent language, programs written in this language are very less or not portable. Programmers must know its mnemonic codes to perform any task. Assembler. An assembler is a language processor that converts assembly language into machine code. It takes the basic commands and operations from assembly code and converts them into binary code that can be recognized by a specific type of processor. That is, input of assembler is source code, output of the assembler is object code. High-level language. Instructions of this language closely resembles to human language or English-like words. It uses mathematical notations to perform the task. The high-level language is easier to learn. It requires less time to write and it is easier to identify and remove the errors. Advantages. The high-level language is converted into machine language by one of the two different language translator programs, interpreter or compiler. Advantages. Because of this flexibility, procedural languages are able to solve a variety of programs. Programmer does not need to think in terms of computer architecture, which makes them focused on the problem. Programs written in this language are portable. Disadvantages: it is easier but needs higher processor and larger memory. It needs to be translated using compiler or interpreter. Therefore, its execution time is more. Compiler. A compiler is a language processor which takes entire program and converts it into object code. The object code is also referred as binary code and can be directly executed by the computer after linking. That is, in source program as a input, output is machine language. Interpreter. An interpreter is a computer program which converts each high-level program statement into the machine code. Interpreted programs run slower than the compiled program. Thank you.